Hello. Ooh, child. I look a mess, girl. I'm tired. I don't know why I'm tired. I don't want to be tired. It's not time to go to bed yet. Ooh, child. Okay. Girl, I washed my hair, as you can see. Ah, I'm looking down here in my bag of tricks. Okay. That's what. Hey, Denise, Rodinia, Mary, Karen. It's shrunk. It's curly. It's curly. And I don't want to comb it out yet. I have to go to work tomorrow. So I want my curls to be in there. Yeah. Uh-huh. Then when I comb it out, yeah. Oh, and matter of fact, I had straightened it some. Okay, so yeah. Yes, girl. Okay, right now, honey, I'm looking like which way do we go, George? Okay. I'm telling you. Hey, Nancy, I'm so glad you're enjoying the channel. I really am. I really am. I'm enjoying it. Talking to you guys, kicking it with you guys, going live with you guys. I really enjoy. That's why I be on here for hours. Okay, here we go again. Okay, so anyway, now check this out. I was watching the girl Jen Carpendaffer. Okay, and I was listening to her this morning, and she had a point. Okay, she was talking about the investigation and how I think she's still working. I don't know what she does in law enforcement, but she does something, okay? And she's not retired, but she was talking about they're not looking for Nancy. She says it's like no one's really looking for Nancy. No one's really looking for the porch guy. And you know how they was putting up the pictures and putting them out there. She said they're not doing that anymore. Okay. She says, I'm gonna tell you something. She said that could mean one thing to me, to her, because she's, done this. They know who porch guy is. I said, you know what? I agree with you. Okay. You guys finally came across something I agree with. They know who porch guy, allegedly, okay? And they know who's allegedly involved, okay? Hence why they ain't putting up this. And you know how when they get something, okay, they'll put out to the public, okay, and they'll put out a plea if you see this person and what. They took all that down. She said, usually that means they got somebody. I said, well, I'll be darned. The YouTubers were putting out for, that's the YouTubers. We ain't talking about the YouTubers. We talking about the police making a plea to the public. The YouTubers can only, she's FBI. The YouTubers can only put out what they get. Okay? We're not talking about the YouTubers. We're talking about the FBI, the police, the po-po. Okay? See what I'm saying? You got to get the language right. You can't see, I noticed that too yesterday. Yesterday I had was doing the cars and I was saying about the wheel. I was talking about the wheel. Okay, in the reading, what was going on here, and it was about the wheel. Okay, now in my readings that I did yesterday, I was saying that allegedly, they're trying to get a hold of the will. Okay, that's what I said. Before it's changed. Why did y'all sit up here talking about, okay, well, they changed the will, okay, the will was changed, they trying to get, I didn't say that. I did not say that. A couple of people came up and see how y'all be starting rumors. I did not say that. I'm saying that from what I see, they were trying to get a hold of the will or get at the will, get control before it is changed. Nancy didn't get a chance to do anything from my understanding because she's still missing. That tells me another thing. You know how people say, what if she's not missing? What if they found her? What if they found her? And they didn't say nothing. I'm going to tell you, if that's the case, I doubt it this long, okay? They have surveillance on her location. And they are watching to see who pops up. Never! Just like that. Woo! Okay, did I scare y'all? Oh, some people get scared, you know. Okay, so we're going to ask, what is the tea? Spill the tea. We want some tea spilled, okay? We want some tea spilled. I also want to go in. I'm thinking about going back in with my violet veil. Okay. Let me get some smudging going. Yes. And red straight down. Okay, good. I did not say that they was going to change. Why would they change the will if they got a hold of it? Okay. Nancy wanted to make some changes, whatever changes she wanted to make, if that's the case. But she didn't get a chance to do it. Okay. And they didn't want her to do it. Because they was afraid they was going to be left out in the cold. Y'all's darling. Okay. So, before we go any further, oh, don't forget to thumbs up the video. Y'all all in here trying to get the business. Okay, can you thumbs up the video? I'd appreciate it very much. Okay. So we want some tea spilled. Okay. Like I said, spill the tea. This is what the cards look like. Okay. And we're just going to ask, in general, is this true crime? Okay. If this is not true crime, no, this is true crime. Tarot, when I do these lives, it's true crime. It's not celebrities. Okay, so we're just going to ask in general, okay, to spill some tea and see what kind of, what comes up, okay? What comes up? Can you spill the tea on the Nancy Guthrie investigation? What's the tea? Can you spill it? It's up here, okay? What do you want us to know? Can you spill some tea on the Nancy Guthrie investigation? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? The Nancy Guthrie investigation. Spill tea. Okay? Just spill it. Just let it on out. We can take it. We can take it. Just let it on out. Tell us what you want us to know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cards falling. What cards are these? Oh, shared experience. And someone helps you see things from a new perspective. Okay, and that's what she did. I see it from a new perspective. Oh, now that makes sense. Okay. She said that's the only thing I could think of as to why they're not reaching out to the peoples, okay, and they didn't got real hushed up. So they have somebody and they are building the case in the background. Hi, Kelly. Hi, got change. Yes, okay. So let's see what tea will be spilled today. Mm-hmm. I haven't used these cards in a while. Okay, let's see. Someone is pushing boundaries, okay? Testing the limits. Bridging differences, okay? So I believe that the investigators, okay, they're at different perspectives on this case, and they, finding common ground, overthinking. Oh, yes. Overthinking. And holding back. Okay. That's the FBI holding back. Yes. And a new perspective. There it comes out again. I stuck this card back in there. It pops out again. Someone helps you see things from a new perspective. Okay. Mm-hmm. And authentic vibes, okay? And you find somebody who resonates with you, okay? And protect your heart, okay? And exposing lies. The truth will eventually be exposed. And a place where you can truly be yourself and feel at peace. And intrigued. You know how many people are intrigued with this case? Like the little cute little kitty. Very intrigued, okay? More complex than it seems. And interactions are forcing you to confront your own ego. So I think this right here is going, this deck needs to warm up. Okay, there we go. This deck needs to warm up. So, okay, because it's talking about, it's too personal. You, okay. I don't need yous. I don't need me's and them's. I just need, okay, general. So now we're going to go into the violet veil. And here's another thing, okay? Hey, got changed. Here's another thing I've noticed. I've been noticing this, and I think I may have mentioned it before. But do you notice a pattern here? Even these little, whatever channels you want to call them, okay? Clickbait channels or whatever, okay? Do you know there's a scenario going on here? And I wonder, is it on purpose? There's a scenario with these channels. Painting a picture. Mm-hmm. And I had mentioned it before, and I had said, I wonder where they're getting this information, because it sounds reasonable, okay? It sounds true. But how do they know? Where they getting them? Okay, why are they getting the leaks and we're not getting them? Y'all remember that? Oh, July 2nd, not July 12th. Thank you, cat lady. All these channels are circling around two people. And they happen to be family members. The FBI's, the retired FBI's, okay? Let me know if you agree with me, okay? Or if you see that pattern, you recognize it. Let me know in the comments. Or the retired FBI's and investigators, you know, who's putting their 2 cents in, is all avoiding, and they going all around the block, okay? Avoid saying the family. Even some of them say, well, the family has been cleared according to Nanos. So like, I want you to leave that out. But yet you're saying something to me, and then it's like you're going in a roundabout way. It's everybody else but the family. But you don't know who it is. So now y'all talking about going back to square one. Where's square one? I'll wait. Okay. I just thought I'd point that out there, okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? You know Lori. Lori be sitting in the background, okay? She don't say nothing. She be listening to every word. She don't miss a beat. Lori be back there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. They don't want you looking at the family. They would never do a thing like that. They don't want you looking at the family. But they got these other channels talking about how they didn't found Annie had a satellite phone. They got encrypted messages, okay, through another channel. Okay. Mm-hmm. They even talking about this large deposit. Did you hear about that? This is hearsay. There's no facts. And this is my interpretation of the cards, your entertainment. Everything's alleged. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel the same way, Denise. Laurie say, I'm picking up what you put there. Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. And these channels, where they getting this information and how they getting away with reporting this stuff. Okay. And Annie and they didn't say how much. They said, okay, I'm gonna tell you what they was talking about. They're talking about a large deposit. Wait, a large withdrawal. Okay, wait. A large deposit. They don't know where it came from. I think it was cash. They also talks about their accounts have been flagged. Okay, not froze, but a flag, an alert. A flag comes up when we have activity, unusual activity, large deposits, and hasn't been investigated. It puts a flag on your account. Who's wife? Jim's. Who's Jim? You got a point, Denise. You got a point. Denise got it. She got a point because that's right. The ratings will drop quicker than your head spin. Okay, and they talking about a large deposit was made and a large deposit was withdrawn, okay, cash. They're talking about being at the, I don't know, they go to the hardware store and bought a bunch of things with cash, okay? Oh, they watching. And then it's talking about they're looking at others, whoever the others are. We don't know, but they know to see if they get large deposits in their accounts. Okay. And okay, what else? What else? You still say and. Oh, A&T. Hi, Dottie. Yes. And somebody left a comment in my comment section about, I think he said JLR was talking to the neighbor. This was, I guess, at the beginning or something like that, close to the beginning. And it wasn't, she was saying all kind of stuff. He said he couldn't really hear the conversation. He just got words here and there, and it didn't sound good. So if this, because I'm like, where are they getting on? And the 75 gallons of gas. 75 gallons of gas was bought. Cash. Okay. And they're saying that it stuck out because not that they bought the gas. What did it stick out? They didn't stick out. It was their purchase, that amount. Nobody comes and gets 75 gallons unless they have something, a big old truck and whatnots to put them in. What's 75 gallons? Okay. And they wasn't putting it in no mobile home. Nah, there wasn't no RV. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like that. That's what they're talking about. It wasn't like that's what I'm saying. It didn't fit the normal scenario. It's not like, 75 gallons, okay, and then I pull up a car, fill up a car here, pull up another car and fill it up. No. Okay. Not to mention there was fuel enhancement materials that were bought. Gas enhanced, fuel enhancements. He said they explained that fuel enhancements, okay, depending on what type of equipment you're using, you'll need fuel enhancements. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Okay. And some you add, okay, to the gasoline. I guess it makes the gas burn faster. And some make it burn fairly. Some, girl, I don't know. Okay. But I'm like, yeah, okay, I've been watching this stuff because I'm like, where are they getting this freaking info? And they saying their names bold as heck. That's what gets me. They not even say allegedly or for your entertainment. Okay, they just Annie and Tommaso and Annie, okay, and her account, yeah. And then they were talking, right, Bernie, and they were talking about, okay, now this, I heard it before. I think I heard somebody put it in the comment section that there were burn spots in the backyard. I don't know whose backyard, but there was burn spots. Right, but that's what I'm saying is in these cases, I'm noticing the pattern though. Okay, there has been a pattern. Okay, and then they talking about Tommaso's arrested and he confessed and what he said and just breaking it all. I'm like, what? He ain't been seen. Oh, in Nancy Guthrie's backyard. Well, that's what I'm talking about, stuff like that. But Denise, Deborah, somebody, I didn't forgot the name already, said, was it Denise? Was talking about they are not saying anything directly in the news because of the ratings. And you know that's all they care about. Hey, Cian. But that's what I'm saying. Okay, Blue Rose. That's what I'm saying. The theories are not crazy though. They're okay. Like some of these theories are crazy, right? But these theories are not out of the realm. That's the thing about it. The deposits, okay, in the accounts, the purchase, okay, because first it came out that she made a large purchase. She made a purchase somewhere. Somebody recognized her, okay. Then apparently, because okay, they are going through those calls, all those 1-800 call FBI. Okay, now they sifting through that. Okay. See what I'm saying? The purchases and all that. See, these are possibilities. I mean, they're not out of the norm. This is what police do. But to sit on TV, okay, even though it's YouTube, it's still national and put and out the business. I would think the FBI would have shut that down. And how Nanos is. But the thing about that is, okay, I don't think that's true. Here's the thing, okay, because the neighbors would have known something had been burning, okay, if that's the case. They may have burn patterns in the, okay, but do you know how long it takes to burn a body? Okay? Do you know how long it takes to burn a body? It takes a long time. Especially if you're burning it outside. You need to burn it in one of them incinerators where it gets hot, hot, hot. But you burning it outside and all the heat is escaping, okay? You know how long it takes to burn a body? They probably still be burning. Right, right. And how hot it's got to be. It may not. I think it was burning evidence. If it was burning anything, it was burning evidence. And if you got burned evidence like that, okay. Now, I don't know if you heard, but I heard an offhand remark on YouTube when I was watching one of the videos where someone had made the statement that this crime scene looked like it had someone tried to clean up. Like outside of Nancy's house. I'm thinking that's where it was. I'm not sure. But they said that it looked like it was somebody had cleaned up. Some of that blood was cleaned up, wiped up. That's what I'm saying. It would still be burning. Okay. Nah, they got arrested for being outside the house because they were told. They were told, okay, and they got to look at the community first, okay. They got to look at the concerns of the community because that's who they're serving. You got people coming from out of town, who knows where, okay, and everything, and they're hanging out there, okay, so to speak. Okay, so they're hanging out. Maybe so, but they're not. But I heard it, and I ain't heard it again. You know how you hear some little triplets, little trinkets, okay, little leaks, okay, and I haven't heard that again. But it always stuck in my head, okay. That's true too. Because you know, if they don't, that's the first thing they gonna smell in the house is the cleaning agent. But no, he didn't say it like a smell. He said there was evidence that there was a cleanup. Somebody tried to clean up. Okay. What I don't know how he said it, but it left me, it gave me the impression that there was residue or something like that left behind, cleaning residue. Because they look for that. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure those lights are programmed. And they could be programmed from the FBI, so you better watch out. Because Annie and Tommaso ain't nowhere to be found. Okay, we asked already, where are they? Okay, let's ask again. Where is Tommaso Cioni? Okay. Where is Tommaso? Because if we get a lot of swords and nine and what is it? And 7 of wands, okay. I know something. Will you tell us about the whereabouts of Tommaso Cioni? They said he was arrested. Okay. What What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. There you go. Thank you for your answers. Because the Valley Bell been handing it down to Maso Cioni. The Maso. The Lovers in reverse. Ooh. Separated. Tell us more. Paige coming forth with some information. There go Chatty Patty. Come on, Chatty. Come on, Patty. Tell it to us. We can take it. She's bringing forth a message. The cat's out the bag. Or is it the dog? Okay. Okay. She's bringing forth the message, okay? A clear message. 7 of Pentacles. We have impatience. Okay. What else do we have? Anxiety and losing faith. What's going on here? Keep going. Oh. Queen of Wands. Okay. 6 of Wands. Okay, so there's some kind of victory, completion, going on here with the 6 of Wands. So the anxiety and impatience and losing faith is facing the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is facing the victory card, okay? The 6 of Wands. Oh. She may have had some accomplishments in her plan. Ooh, wait. This is her plan? What's her plan? The Emperor in reverse. Controlling. And the Knight of Cups. Okay. Bringing forth some information. And the Hermit. And the Hermit is looking at this information that's being brought forth. Okay. It's also telling me that Annie is alone. Now, it ain't saying nothing about Tommaso. Unless this could be Tommaso. Ooh. The Wheel. And the 7 of Wands in reverse. Oh, hold on. Oh, 7 of Wands in reverse. going to have to get another chair. I keep getting cramps in my legs. Oh, I have to get up. Okay. Seven of Wands in reverse, okay, is giving up, surrender, okay, surrender. The Three of Wands in reverse, oh yeah. Okay, so he's got obstacles. He's giving up. He's got there's obstacles. There's he's tired. And okay, we have a celebration here. That could be the people, the community celebrating. And getting over the nightmares, okay, that they probably have been suffering. The stress, the worry, okay, and not knowing who did this in their community and if they could be coming after them. We have action. We have creativity. Now, remember what I told you guys that yesterday in the reading, and it came up, okay, from my understanding that they were after the wheel. She wanted that wheel, and here's the completion. Here's the wheel, okay, and here's action. So she got that wheel. And there we go with the Ten of Pentacles. Tied to the devil. Ooh. Now, if that will has been altered, they're going to know. But I don't think it has. But this is like saying the family is tied to the devil. Yeah. Look at them. They in jail. Judgment. Look at all the swords, okay? Let the trumpets blow. Despair, loss. Thank you for the like and thank you for the subscription. You rock. Okay. So, now, Lori, Lori, we ain't talking about that kind of leave. We ain't talking about that kind of leave, okay? We talking about Club Med leave, okay? We talking about that kind of R&R. Thank you for the jewels. Thank you for the flowers. So this is kind of, so the answer to the question is they could be. They could be. Okay. So here it's like the National Enquirer. Okay. These channels that's leaking like the tabloids. Okay. There's some truth to what they're saying. It may not all be true. Okay. But the truth lies somewhere in it. Okay. Mm-hmm. No, he finally put out a video. Oh, I have to go watch. Is that not too long ago? Oh, okay. So I'll go watch it. Okay. So, it's interesting. When it's all said and done, with the Nancy Guthrie case, what can you tell us? Okay. What do you want us to know? What can you tell us when it's all said and done with this Nancy Guthrie investigation? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Oh. Burdens. Okay? When it's all said and done, burdens and struggling. Okay? Tell us more. Despair, loss, and regret. Disappointment. The will. The hierophant. The contract. The teacher. And the Four Swords. And conflict. And the Lovers in reverse. Oh. And recovery. So it's like telling you, it's like saying they want, what do you want us to know, okay, about healing from grief, from loss, okay, betrayal, Page of Wands, Queen of Cups, and letting go of people, places, and things, okay? It's not over. So it may not be over for the lovers. Interesting. Okay? They have a recovery. Getting out of these nightmares. Okay? They're going to swords. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The greed, the manipulation. And I think this is like not giving up. The Nine of Wands, because this is the wounded soldier. He's still standing, not giving up. Determination. strength and control. But I think this is more in strength. And how that there is letting go of the conflict, okay? That getting your strength back, okay? So there's a lesson to be learned here. Getting your strength back by letting go of people, places, and things. And letting go of greed, okay? Because you don't even realize it, but it's controlling you. The King of Swords in reverse. Oh. And the Queen of Pentacles. There you go. Overindulgence, financial issues, manipulation, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Impatient and losing your focus. Okay? The Hangman. Looking at it from a different perspective. Okay? See what I'm saying? So it's like the greed, okay, the drugs and alcohol and all that, okay, cause you to lose your focus. And the Five of Cups, Four of Cups, and not appreciate what's being offered. Mm-hmm. And the Sun in reverse, confusion. Interesting. When it's all said and done, it's a burden, okay? When you lose your focus and you get all caught up in greed, manipulation, and all this, okay, it's a struggle. You think you're struggling, okay? you haven't struggled until you struggled, dealt with that, okay? Hey, Michi. Hey, Midnight Intuition. We do true crime, sweetie. Have you been murdered? Okay. You know somebody who has? Okay. Let me see what my we want to look and see where's Annie? Where are Annie and Tommaso Cioni? There have been intense online speculations and conflicting reports suggesting the couple has been laying low or spending time away from home. Okay, so basically what it's saying is they are, what do you call it? Camped down in the house, bunkered down, okay, and ordering takeout. Okay? That's basically what it is. That's what they're saying. I don't know how true that is, okay? But they have bunkered up, okay, and are ordering takeout. It's the seal I feel and band member. Yep, laying low, girl. Hey, April. The neighbor said they not at home. Okay. Does the FBI have suspects? Does the FBI have suspects in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? Do they have suspects? What's going on with the FBI? Because they moving slow. They ain't saying nothing though. They're not asking for the public's help. Okay? What do you want us to know? And what can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Yeah, they was talking about, can you check your cameras, okay? Does anybody seen this car, okay? Do you recognize this individual? All this, okay? And now, nothing. Now we have the fool in reverse. And this is saying that they are proceeding with caution. The Emperor. There's the FBI. Walking away from what no longer serves them. Okay? The Chariot in reverse. They don't know what direction to go in. Okay? They're hiding. They're keeping something hidden. Or the fact that they don't know, they don't want you to know that they don't know. And they're avoiding disaster. Or delaying it, okay? And the Nine of Cups. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay? Talks about a loss of focus. So it might be that maybe they're getting this in the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They're working on the oh. Okay. It looks like they really don't know, but they're following money. They're following transactions. They're working on it, but they're working in secret. They don't want you to know, okay? to avoid talks about a pause, a rest. In the Four Cups. And the secrets. So they have a lot, but they're not satisfied with what they have. Or maybe the judge or whatever, okay? It's not, they need more, okay? So they're working on it. Oh, information, technology. Oh, and the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. The past. And the Ace of Cups. And the Magician. Oh, they look like they're cooking up something. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the family conflict. The protection and control. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And the lack of teamwork. Their plan. They got a plan. They already putting the plan is in effect. They got a plan. And they are hoarding it. There you go. So they may be, like I said, with those little clips, them little tabloid channels. I'm gonna call them tabloids, okay? Those little tabloids, they may have some truth in the records, the technology, the communications. So that's what it seems that they're looking at. They're supposed to be quiet, but they're looking at the past. They're going back to square one, and they're coming back. Mm-hmm. Can you tell us who, if any, the FBI are focusing on? I know they're focusing on the information and technology, okay? Whose information? Who are they researching, okay? Can you tell us the people who that they are looking into and following the trail of money, receipts, okay, and everything? Who are they looking at? They're looking at somebody. They got somebody. They not just sit there. They not just sitting there, okay? And I'm gonna tell you another thing too is they say the family that's cleared, okay, that's BS. The family ain't cleared. They haven't found nobody, okay? They are going back to square one because it's something like this. Now, I heard somebody say that usually in a kidnapping, okay, the family is not involved. And I agree, but this ain't no kidnapping. Okay? This ain't no kidnapping. Okay, so who are the FBI looking at? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Who are they looking at? Personally, allegedly, I personally feel it wasn't a kidnapping. I feel that the kidnapping was used to cover a crime. Okay? If it was a kidnapping, okay, something went wrong. But my personal belief, there's a lot of people believe it was a kidnapping that went wrong and they no longer have the body. So who are they looking at? And thank you for your answers. Who are the FBI looking at? Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Okay. So there is a lack of teamwork. Okay. Lack of teamwork. People going in different directions. Oh, you're looking at the conflict. Okay, there's conflict. Let's see. Let's keep going. The Empress in reverse. They're looking at the home. The Empress in reverse is domestic issues. Five of Wands is conflict. They're looking at the conflict going on at the home. And they're waiting. Oh. Queen of Wands in reverse. To get some clarity. Now, you know what this tells me? This reminds me of it's happened many a times, okay, where they feel that the woman, okay, who they feel is the weakest link, and she's not saying anything out of fear or whatever, okay, she's with the husband. They wait. They may wait 10 years. They will wait, okay? And when they go back to the case, they will look her up and see if they still to marry, okay? Because if they're separated, they're going to go to her and see what she has to say now that she's away from this influence, okay? That's what this reminds me of. And the overindulgence, okay? So they know. Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah. And the Page of Cups in reverse. Immaturity, emotional. Recovery. And the Secrets, the High Priestess. And the Eight of Pentacles. And the Magician. And And the Ace of Cups in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. And the Four of Swords. And the the Hangman. So they're looking at it in another perspective. Moving on. Moving forward. Yeah. Change. Support. Movement. Looks like they've changed direction. And death. They've ended one and they're beginning another. The Chariot in reverse. So it's saying like they're at a crossroads, okay? It looks like they're looking at the family, allegedly. I think that's what they're looking. They're not saying anything. They don't want to rile up. See, here's the thing, okay? They don't want them to lawyer up and shut down, okay? So they are quietly collecting leverage. They're looking at this woman's death in another perspective, okay? I believe that they are aware of drugs and alcohol and the conflict, okay? They know. Allegedly. That's why they got quiet, y'all. Shh. Don't say nothing. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Leah. Friends for 19 hours. You mean 19 years? Uh-huh. But they have to connect the dots, okay? So, and I kind of figured that because usually when they get quiet, okay, they on the computer. Okay, they're on a computer. Okay, looking at the money and communications. Get the bicycle foot exercise that you put underneath your desk for your legs. Well, I can't do it. You mean for a workout? I have to check that out. But see, I get there and I have to get up. Because if I don't get up, I'm gonna get a Charlie horse. And oh no! Mm. Hi, cat lady. Oh, sorry to hear that. So that makes sense, though. Why they real hush hush? Okay, let's ask the cards. Why is the FBI so hush hush? Why is the FBI so hush hush with this Nancy Guthrie investigation? Okay. Normally they're out there, they're giving you updated information, okay, and the leads they picked up as evidence, okay, even if they're not going to go through, even if they tell us we found fingerprints, but they don't tell us whose fingerprints or anything, they tell us something, okay, so why is the FBI, I got a feeling that they have two ideas, okay? Meaning that the department is divided on two theories, okay? So now they kind of stop, and now we looked at your theory and we have nothing. Let's go with the other theory. Mm-hmm. So why are they so hush hush now? They're working on the other theory. Let's see. What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? Why they quiet? And thank you for your answers. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Why is the FBI being so quiet in regards to the investigation of Nancy Guthrie? Somebody's trying to get away with something, and they know who it is. Ooh. This talks about illusion, uncertainty, and moving quickly. Tell us more. Well, this is a nightmare case. We know that, okay? In reverse, there's recovery. They're trying to get recovery. Waiting. Waiting. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Told you, they waiting on her. They waiting on the breakup so that she can get mad at him, be mad and whatever, and spill all the beans, okay? They waiting on her to take down this fence. She's got this fence. They might be waiting, just like we waiting for them to separate, because they probably know that he, see what I'm saying? They know how this goes, okay? This is a typical scenario, okay? And he might be putting up with this lady, okay? She probably can't go nowhere, do nothing. She probably can't even fart without him smelling it. The Lovers. They waiting for them to separate. Shut up. Uh-huh. Yep. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. So they're waiting so that they can come with an offer. Okay. They know about the deceit, the jealousy. They know about all that. There we go. Clarity. The truth. The sword of truth. There you go. Ooh. These cards is talking too much. I'm gonna have to put them in the witness protection program. Ooh. No, I didn't go there. Okay. Honey. Let's keep going. And then I be whispering. I get to whispering. You know when I'm on to something, I get to whispering. Okay. Like I don't want nobody to hear me. Okay. The Two of Cups in reverse. Separation. Disagreement. Yep. They waiting. They waiting. The Emperor. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Now, this gentleman may be unpredictable, okay? So they being careful. They know that this lady is emotionally immature, okay? The Page of Cups in reverse. They know she's emotionally immature. She's the weakest link. And the Three of Cups, the Three of Wands, okay? They got a plan. They're waiting for their ship to come in. See what I'm saying? They're waiting for their ship to come in. What is their ship? The breakup, the separation. Okay? Freedom with the Nine of Swords or the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah? Separation and freedom. Oh, yeah. That's what they waiting on, boo-boo! Three of Cups in reverse. What you say, they waiting for Mad Day. They waiting for Mad Day. And the Knight of Wands. Yep. The Two of Wands, the Two of Wands in reverse, okay? Talks about bad planning, delays, and hidden fear. Keisha, what you doing? She said she was going to ask me the same thing. And the Fool in reverse. Six of Pentacles. So she can give them the information. Give them the information. These Nine of Cups. And we have Six of Wands in reverse, okay? Which talks about failure. Self-doubt and pessimism. That's what's standing in the way. So, with that said, it seems to me that if this is the case, everything's alleged, okay? See what I'm saying? And if that's the case, like I said, okay, when you go back to square one, you got to go back to the usual suspects, okay? And usually, okay, you can't find anything in that direction. That direction is not making any sense because it's in this direction. Well, let's look. Derek Kalela, okay? Can you tell us, okay, if Derek Kalela is the one who buried Nancy, okay? Derek Kalela, okay? Scott Court. He lives out here in the Los Angeles, Hawthorne, okay? Did he bury Nancy? Okay, is he the one that buried Nancy, that took Nancy out and buried her somewhere? Okay. Now, you told us this before yesterday. Tell us again, because I was kind of unclear, because there were other people that the King of Pentacles that popped up. So, can you clarify? Okay, that's the question. Who took Nancy and buried her? Can you, okay, who buried Nancy? Can you clarify to us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Who buried Nancy? Was it Derek Kalele? Okay, because I think he comes off as the King of Cups. And thank you for your answers. What do you want us to know? Knight of Wands. Okay. Knight of Wands is somebody who's not afraid to take the initiative. Yeah. Passion, adventure, and courage. This is somebody who's not afraid to take initiative. Okay. Tell us more. The Lovers in reverse. And the lack of teamwork. Overindulgence. Oh. Yeah, overindulgence. Oh. Or that's the excuse they gave. And Judgment in reverse. Dropping off that load. The Page of Wands. Okay. The Will, the Contract. The Betrayal. Seven of Cups in reverse. Strength. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Judgment in reverse. Five of Swords, so it's fighting, okay. And the Magician. And the Devil in reverse. and the world in reverse. And the Nine of Swords in reverse. And the Ten of Cups. And the Eight of Wands in reverse. Well, it's not telling me that he took it. What it's telling me is the lovers took control, dropped his load. Okay. If I'm reading it correctly, I could be wrong, okay? But what it's also telling me is that they was high. They was high. They was high, okay? And they didn't have good judgment. They was too drunk, high, okay, to have good judgment. Well, we're going to see how this works out. Because this would be right up Savannah's alley to write a book on, and she's a lawyer. She can get access to those documents. Who, me? Am I on my, oh. Well, two is you got to look at it like this, okay? If that is the case, the situation, okay, who better than to make money off of it than me, okay? You see what I'm saying? Well, they're going to make money off of it too. You know they're going to get theirs in because that's how they work. That's how they work. Okay. Oops. I thought I subscribed to his channel. Did I? See, they be doing things. I tell you, they be doing things. Oh, he ain't did a video in 5 months.
On the same afternoon, the FBI released the most important video in this entire case. A man was pulled over on a quiet road 60 miles south of Tucson. His wife was driving. Police had been following him, and within minutes, he was sitting in the back of a patrol car being asked for his name, his date of birth, and his social security number. Hours later, his house was torn open under a federal warrant. His phone was taken. His garage door was broken.
Oh, yeah, he looked like him. Oh, yeah. Carlos Palazuelos. Carlos Palazuelos. Is it yeah, Pala? Palazuelos. Okay. Tell us about Carlos Palazuelos. Okay. What do you want us to know? Brian Record's been out there. Okay. Carlos Palazuelos. And his wife / lovers. Okay. Let's see. What do you want us to know about Carlos? Carlos Palazuelos. Okay. And thank you for your answers. Yes. Okay, so we got slow movement here. Okay. Frustration, setbacks. I didn't hear about him, but they said he was detained and questioned by the FBI. Okay. He's the King of Cups in reverse. Okay. And this is the past. Okay. Another perspective. There we go. Okay. The Lovers in reverse. Shut the door. The Three of Swords in reverse. Might be getting close. And the Page of Pentacles. Somebody young. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. I wonder, does he have a son? And the Eight of Pentacles. He was his son. His son was a paid worker. The Knight of Cups. Deceit, jealousy, and disappointment. The son is the paid worker. And he's hidden. Oh! By any means necessary. Okay? He's going to hide. Loss of control, loss of direction. Seven of Wands. Oh, on the defense. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. He was a worker. Okay. But it's something about greedy. He might have stole something. Let's keep going. He was waiting. And the King of Pentacles, King Money in reverse. And the Emperor. Two of Swords. Okay. Two of Swords talks also about not being able to make a decision at a crossroads. Okay. And it also talks about opposing ideas. Okay. But this one is cross. So that's not opposing. Okay. So I'll take that into mind, consideration, and judgment in reverse. Okay. So he hasn't been prosecuted. And the devil in reverse, recovery. There we go. The Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Five of Cups, regret, disappointment, loss. Okay. Well, let's ask. He looks like something little sneaky, little devilish little turd. Okay. Let's see. Let me look. Okay, what they're saying is that when they showed the photo of the porch guy to his family, they pointed him out. That's what they're saying. Now, they confiscated his phone, okay, right? But they got to wait for the information to come back, okay? And depending on how fast they get on it. Okay, so Carlos Palazuelos. Let's look him up. Because I want to know how old he is. Wasn't he the Uber driver? Well, Rio Rico. Oh, that city is about 60 miles south of Tucson. Oh, and somebody said she was south, not north. So he could have just took Nancy and dropped her off, threw her off the car somewhere, okay, and kept on going home. Her son-in-law. Oh, they said the lady was in her house. That's okay. Okay. He was the DoorDash driver. Y'all remember? He was the DoorDash driver. Remember? I remember now. They pulled him over, okay, and he was delivering DoorDash. Remember that? Okay. And they are living in her home waiting for their tax money. Okay, they were evicted. They were evicted out of their home. Okay, and they're living with the mother. Okay, and waiting on the tax return check so that they can get a place. The door, I know I've seen him, okay? He's the DoorDash. Y'all remember that? He doesn't know a thing. Well, we go do the cards. And we go see. Okay. Carlos Palazuelos. Palazuelos. Okay. The Carlos Palazuelos. What did he have to do with the abduction of Nancy Guthrie? Okay. And the thing about it, see, that's why I don't like to do that DoorDash and those Uber drivers. You don't know where they're getting these people from, okay? It starts off good, and then the criminals get a hold of it, okay? They get word, and they go work so they can break in your house. I'm telling you, okay? Did he have anything to do with the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers, okay? She talking about he didn't do nothing. She don't know what he did. I remember that. And thank you for your answers. I remember that. Yeah. 6 of Cups in the past. Okay, let's see now. Did they say how old he was? Doesn't say how old he is. Because he did an interview on YouTube. And talking about he wants the sheriff department to clear his name, but they didn't say nothing. Remember? And that was, matter of fact, that was around the time that they cleared the family, but they didn't clear him. That's why he said that. Paraffin. Okay. Contract. 7 of Cups. In reverse. And the 5 of Wands talks about a conflict. Hoarding or letting go of people, places, and things. That's interesting. loss and despair. I'm not feeling it. The Star. The Devil in reverse. Recovery. Oh. And the Sun in reverse. The King of Wands in reverse. And Rest. Judgment in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. There's truth and clarity. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Nah, I'm not feeling it. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Cups. Not liking what's being offered. Page of Cups. Emotionally immature. Freedom. Hidden. So the truth is being hidden. The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, in reverse. Overindulgence. Okay. I'm really not feeling it, okay? But what it does seem like, it seems like he was a drug addict like the rest of them. And he's recovered. Maybe that's what the job was he was doing, okay? And it seems like there was an offer but it's saying that it's not saying he took it. But it does start off with an agreement, a contract. No, he wasn't the Uber driver. He was the DoorDash. He was the DoorDash driver. I got it mixed up, but I knew he looked familiar. He was something that they questioned. He was DoorDash, not Uber. They took him, they pulled him over because, well, they seen him in the area, and I guess they got a video of the porch guy because they showed his family members the video and they said it looked like him, but everybody looks like the porch guy. Okay, that's the thing about it. I don't know. He wasn't, when they got him, he was doing he was supposed to, matter of fact, I don't know if he did a delivery or he was on his way to do a delivery and they stopped him. Okay. So, and the thing about it, this goes right back to what I was telling you guys about how they saying everybody else. They saying everybody else, okay, these official people. Subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Most of all, stay blessed. Bye.